What's up, everybody? This is A Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing my personal experience when it comes to dating a Libra. Okay, so if nobody knows, I am a Sun in Cancer, I have Moon in Virgo, I have Venus in Virgo, and I also have my rising sign in Virgo. Okay, just so that I don't know if you guys know, but so yes, I'm going to be discussing a past relationship that I did have with somebody, and they are a Libra. Okay, so he actually has his sun in Libra, moon in Taurus, Mercury in Scorpio, Venus in Libra, Mars in Libra, Jupiter in Pisces, Saturn in Cancer, Uranus in Libra, Neptune in Sagittarius, Pluto in Libra, North Node in Sagittarius, Lilith in Aquarius, Chiron in Aries, part of Fortune in Pisces, Vertex in Aries. Okay. Now, when it comes to the house placements, he has his sun in the first house, moon in the eighth house, Mercury in the second house, Venus in the 12th house, Mars in the first, Jupiter in the fifth house, Saturn in the 10th house, Uranus in the first house, Neptune in the third house, Pluto in the 12th house, North Node in the third house, Lilith in the fifth house, Chiron in the seventh house, part of Fortune in the fifth house, and Vertex in the seventh house. Okay, and I just wanted to go over a couple of things as well. He's on top of all of this. He is a Libra rising. Okay, so his ascendant is Libra. He also has Sun conjunct Venus, Sun conjunct Mars, Sun squared Saturn, Sun sextile Neptune, Sun conjunct Pluto, Moon sextile Saturn, Mercury trine Jupiter, Venus conjunct Pluto, Mars squared Saturn, Jupiter squared Neptune, Neptune sextile Pluto. We all know that's a generational thing going on. Um, Ascendant conjunct Sun, Ascendant conjunct Mars, Ascendant conjunct Pluto, Midhaven squaring the Sun, Midhaven sextile the Moon, Midhaven squaring Mars, Midhaven trine Jupiter, Midhaven square Pluto, North Node sextile Sun, North Node sextile Mars, North Node squaring Jupiter, and North Node conjuncting Neptune. Okay, and in addition, just adding on, he also has Juno in Pisces, and also in the fifth house, and Psyche in Aquarius, and also inside the fourth house. Okay, so I wanted to discuss and talk about this relationship. Okay, the person that I am speaking about is actually 9 years older than me. Okay, so we dealt with each other. We was fucking around with each other for 2 years, and then we eventually started a relationship. So this relationship really kicked off about we probably was together for like 4 years, for real, for real. Okay, so then you add two, and that's gonna make it 6. Okay, but even when we had broke up, we would still have conversations. We would still sometimes get up and do things like that. Okay, however, um, my experience with dating a Libra, um, and Libras in general, I can be cool with all different types of signs. It's really no sign I cannot be cool with. Okay. Um, this relationship was interesting. It was exciting. It was fun. Okay. But it was also filled with a lot of drama, a lot of chaos, a lot of confusion, a lot of arguments, a lot of jealousy. And to me at the time, I was like, what the hell is this shit about? Like, you are just like extra. And I really didn't understand it, okay, until I understood that this wasn't really the person that I should keep being in a relationship with. Okay, even when you care for somebody, you love them, and you know the person cares for you and loves you too. Okay, when you feel like you have to prove something in a relationship where you have to verbally abuse somebody, mentally abuse somebody, psychologically abuse them, or physical, okay, that's emotionally draining, okay, to anybody. Okay, and those are very things that started going on and taking place, and this is why this relationship ended. Okay, just looking at the chart, definitely have a lot of things going on. As you see the moon in the eighth house, we already know that that's a big indication of mommy issues and stuff like that. And I've honestly been into astrology since I was about 14 years old. Um, I got heavier, more into it when I was about, I want to say about 24, 25. And I mean, where I can pull up stuff and, know the houses, know this, know that. And you're learning all these new different things. And you're learning that, just because you're a Cancer, a sun in Cancer, doesn't mean that everything is in Cancer and everything's in the fourth. You see what I'm saying? So that's when I started understanding all of that. Right now, I'm 39. I'm going to be 40 in July. Okay. But yeah, I learned a lot from this relationship. I learned how to survive, so to speak, a lot. Okay. Because he was older and he was knowledgeable on several different things. Okay. A lot of things in this relationship was, hmm, I mean, I know that we was completely in love with each other and things like that, but it was always a controlling kind of thing going on. Okay, we are both from the same neighborhood. Okay, he is from the neighborhood, but he also did live somewhere else too. You see what I'm saying? So he got two different neighborhoods he can claim, but for me, it's just one. Okay, so if anybody doesn't know, I'm from New York. Okay, Long Island. Okay, Roosevelt, Long Island. That's where I'm from. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that when you go and you're in a relationship and you thinking this is the person that you're going to be with or spend your time with, maybe even your life with, you start realizing and seeing other things that you know that you cannot deal with. Okay. Now, everybody knows that I'm married today and I'm happily married to my husband. And he is a Pisces. Okay. And I'll go over all of that soon. But sometimes you have to go through things in your life to find out that that's not what you should continue. Okay, you learn things from it and things like that. Definitely, this relationship that I'm speaking about with the Libra definitely was a karmic relationship. Okay, somebody that I definitely dealt with in my past life. I know that for sure. Okay, and we had in our past life a lot of issues with abandonment issues and wanting to be together but not being able to be together the way we wanted to be together and things like that. Okay, kind of like ghosting the person, leaving the person. Okay, in this particular relationship, I was the one that left this relationship. Okay, I tried my hardest and my best to understand what was going on, what was taking place, and I could not continue. Okay, could not continue. Me personally, I don't like being in relationships where I feel like I have to punch you in your fucking face. Okay, so, or I might have to, stomp your ass out or drag you some damn where. Okay, I don't want to be involved in relationships like that, so I'm not going to continue to be in relationships that is going to force me to put my hands on you or vice versa. Okay, but with this relationship, and I'm going to wrap this up, um, me and his sister were cool. We were homegirls. Okay, she's older than me as well, 8 years older than me, but we was cool. Okay, and a lot of things was going on in the relationship. where me and her actually had a fight, okay, inside the house and everything like that. Why? Because me and him got into a fight, okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, we went to a club, and mind you, we was broken up, okay. We was broken up for like 2 weeks, but we went to a bar, in the neighborhood. I was there, and then he shows up. Okay, so you laughing, you joking, you sipping, you're drinking, and things like that. So then I'm like, okay, you know how you come to the conclusion, all right, I'm gonna leave with him tonight. Okay, so now I got a car, he got a car. So he drives to the place where we used to stay, right? Because he still lives there. I don't live there though anymore. So I come over there and we're chilling. But what ends up happening before that is that when we was in the spot, he came in there with two guys, okay, that he's cool with. One of them, though, I've seen in the neighborhood, but I really didn't know him like that. And he usually doesn't even be around this dude, okay? Not like that. But remember that they're older, you see what I'm saying? So he comes in and he introduces them and he says, oh, yeah, this is my lady. This is my wifey or whatever. And that's what he said, wifey. And then, make a long story short, me and my homegirl was walking. Okay, we're going to the back to smoke a cigarette. When we coming back, I guess the guy forgot. So while I'm walking, he's coming behind me, but I can't see him. And he's trying to, like, I guess trying to, like, grab me, or that's the position he looked like he was trying to do. So what ends up happening is that the Libra ends up pushing him into the wall. Okay, now everybody that's there, wasn't that many people there yet, okay, at the spot, but the people that was there knew us. And they was like, nah, chill, telling him to chill and things like that. And he was like, didn't I tell you that was my woman? I told you that's my wifey and blah, blah, blah. And the guy was like, oh, I forgot. Like, I didn't even know, okay? So now, what ends up happening is everything seemed to be fine after that. Then we get to the house. And we chilling and things like that. And now he's aggravated and mad that the guy did that, okay? But he's making it seem like I'm the reason why it happened because of what I had on. Okay, so I didn't have on anything crazy as hell, okay? I had on like a fucking sweater, like it was short like this, and it was like, some other shit, some leggings and something regular ass shit. We was in a hood bar, so I don't have to get dressed up for no shit like this, period, okay? But I do like to keep myself up and look presentable. Anyway, he didn't like it. Tried to make it seem like I was the reason and the cause for the guy to come towards me and things like that. We get into an argument. Okay, so he grabs my face. Okay, and before he does it, calls me a bitch and said it like that was my damn name. Okay, then grabbed my fucking face. Okay, and I yanked my head back. So when I yanked my head back, his nails went, like in my face. So now I got scrape here, little, things. This is what's on the fucking face now. So now, I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I gotta leave, because this is why I was like leaving the relationship anyway. Okay, so when we get downstairs, he's trying to stop me. And I had to beat his fucking ass, okay, is what I had to do, okay? So, the place that we were staying at was actually his sister's house. And I remember it was the oven, and it was like a stick, like in the oven to make sure that the oven closes, okay? But it was more like a flat kind of thing, like a 2x4 or something like that. And it was in there. I took that motherfucking thing out and started busting his damn ass. Okay, now my first thought was to bust him across his damn head, okay? But I said, no, I don't want to do this because I care about him, I love him. But this is like real fast thinking, real fast movement that I'm doing. So what I did instead was I decided to just percolate the pounding on his side, like on his side right here. And that's what I proceeded to do. So while this was going on and taking place, okay, now the house is getting woke up. Okay, his older brother stays there at the time with his girl. His sister, it's her house, okay, and her man is there. All right, so she comes out the room, okay, and she's trying to get the stick out of my hand because he ends up catching it. Okay, after it hit him, he catches it and he's holding it. And she comes over there and she's pulling it on his side, like we're playing tug of war. Okay, so we're playing tug of war. Of course, you know that, like I said, we was at a bar, so of course I had drinks and things like that. Grey Goose. Um, so it was a lot going on. So she lets go of it, and he's still holding it. She comes over to me, and she's like, you know what? You know, she didn't even say shit. Honestly, she just started moving towards me, and she should have been opening up her damn mouth. You know, like stop. Hey, no, come on, y'all, wait. You know, she didn't do that. So what ends up happening is that I punch her in her damn face. We end up having a fight. Okay. So he throws me like onto the couch. Okay. She punched me in my head. Boom. Got a good ass punch too. Okay. But then when I get up, she's, you know, off to wherever she's going. So now I'm feeling some kind of way, and I'm feeling like, oh, they fucking jumped me. This is what I'm feeling like at the time, or whatever, whatever. Okay, and that was the last time that I really, really fucked with him. For real, for real. Okay, like that. I didn't even go over there again. I went over there that night again because I left my pocketbook. Okay, and I wanted to fight her ass again outside. But it didn't happen. So my whole point is, you know, this relationship is very interesting, challenging. Okay, a lot of frustration did go on and take place. We would have times when we would have fun, but we would also have times when we argue. Um, and a lot of times I would be confused on how the argument even started or how it even happened. Um, he had a lot of suspicion, okay, a lot of caution. I understand that he's older. So, you know, when you're older, sometimes that comes along with it. But it was something a little bit more deeper. Okay. Um, I know that, okay, he has Lilith in Aquarius and also in the fifth house. And I have Lilith in Aquarius and also in the fifth house as well. Okay. But just when you're just thinking about all these different type of things and how things can play out in a relationship is crazy, because I could name several different things that we did experience, even though we had good times where we would laugh and joke, go to the beach, okay, or just kick it, have fun. We did a lot of gatherings with peoples, you know, like our peoples and things like that. Okay, but I remember the first time, because that was like the last straw right there. The first time we ever got into an argument, it started from a bar then. Okay? Now, we go to the bar, having a good time, and it's his cousin, his girl cousin, and her husband. And they come too. Now, they're older than him. So we go in there, everybody saying, what up? Hey, how you doing? Hey, what up to us? You know, to him. People saying stuff to me. We know the same people. So it's a group of guys. And they're like, what up? You know, to me. He gets mad. So he's like, oh, don't be saying nothing to her. Don't be doing stuff like that. Da 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 da. Okay. So they looking at him like, you crazy as hell. You see what I'm saying? Like, we know her. She from the hood. She our homegirl. He like, I don't give a damn about none of that. Y'all need to stop fucking speaking to her and giving her hugs and all this other. He ain't like it. Moving along. Okay. Bugging out. So we end up leaving, okay, because even though we're from there, okay, we didn't live there at the time, okay, we lived, you know, somewhere else, about 20 minutes away. So we get on the parkway, and make a long story short, I'm sitting in the front with his girl cousin. He's sitting in the back with his girl cousin's husband. And I'm sitting in the front, and he's talking shit from the back. And he's like, yeah, bitch, you trying to be seen. Yeah, bitch, you trying to be fucking seen. And you like that shit. And but he calling me bitches and all types of stupid shit. Okay, so I'm like, he's crazy. He's bugging out. This is the first argument we ever had. So you always get red flags. You always get signals where this shit is going to go left. But this is the first time I've seen all of this shit out of him. And I'm like, I don't know who you talking to. You need to stop talking to me like that. But if I say what the fuck I want to say to you, da 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 da, running his mouth, all right, calling me a bitch. Now he comes from the back seat to my face like this. You know, people like to provoke me, but it's okay. And he's saying, bitch, yeah, all that. And I punched his motherfucking ass in the fucking face. Now, what ends up happening now is he grabs me by my hair. I didn't have dreads then. He grabs me by my hair. So when he grabs me by my hair, now and we're on the parkway, okay? I jumped in the back seat and we was fighting in the back seat like Ike and Tina. Okay, now, all the way to the point where his girl cousin had to pull over and stop the car on the parkway, okay, to get us calm and all this other shit. Okay, so that was the first straw of knowing like these things could be possible, these things can go on, these things can take place. Um, I really do think that what I was looking at was like, maybe he was drunk. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was, really got issues with certain people. Okay, so I was more making excuses in my mind for why he was acting the way he was acting, when all reality he was acting the way he was acting because this is who he is. And this is what you're going to be experiencing. Because the 2 years before that, when we was just kicking it, and I wasn't your woman, and I wasn't your girl, we didn't have problems like this. But as soon as we made it official, shit got different. Shit became a problem. Shit was you trying to stop my movements and control my movements. And I'm not the type of person you can do that to. So it's going to be difficult because when you're telling me to shut up, I got something to say. Okay, I'm not gonna stop talking just because you said shut the fuck up and da 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 da. All of that stuff. I don't really like it. Okay, now, yes, I'm a woman, but just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I'm a dummy, and just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I'm a sucker. Okay, so yeah. But other than that, I can name several different other things with this, but I just wanted to let y'all know that yeah. Toxic relationship is what I can describe that relationship, even though there were good times, even though we had nice times sometimes, okay? But there was a lot of devastation, a lot of disappointment, a lot of hurtful feelings, a lot of crying, a lot of not understanding why, okay? And when I became older and more of an adult, because in that time I probably was about, let's see, 23. So 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay. Around these ages, 28. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This was a little issue going on here. Okay. And just when I think about certain stuff, and like even when I look in his chart and I say, wow, he got Venus in the 12th, I have Venus in the 12th. Okay. So he did also go through things in love, in relationships with people, okay, that also did do him wrong and do him dirty, okay. And maybe this is what built up the whole, I don't want nobody to take her from me, okay, because that's how he used to fucking act. Another thing he used to act like, he used to want to act like he was like, you ever seen somebody that try to act like they're the fucking man, okay, or showing off in front of other people and things like that? That was another thing he would do. Just, I don't know what that's about. I didn't like it. Is all I can say. So that would definitely end in arguments and stuff like that, fights and stuff like that. Okay. I know another time. Okay, we was living in Queens. All right, and got into an argument, things like that. Um, Started tussling and things. Okay, I pushed him in the wall. He fell in the wall. He's trying to get up. I'm pushing him down. My first thought was to stomp his ass out, but I didn't. Okay, I just kept on pushing him, kept on pushing him. Okay, but now I'm like, I know he's gonna get up, right? So he finally gets up, he bum rushes me, okay? And we're like over here by like the kitchen in a way. So he bum rushes me all the way into the living room, okay? And I fall on a glass cup. The cup busts right on my back. So I got marks on my back. Little marks, not big ones, little ones, because I had glass in my back. Now he's trying to be nice to me to take the glass out my back. Okay, I have to be nice to him so he can take the glass out my back because I can't touch the shit because it fucking hurts. Okay, so all of that shit is unnecessary. And like I said, people that may be going through things like that in their relationships, please understand that's not a healthy relationship. Whether you care for them, love them or not, things can always go to another extreme, be even more worse than that. Okay. But yeah, definitely with somebody that was very nice looking, um, very charismatic, charming. Okay, he has Libra for an ascendant, so definitely that's going to be what's going on. But sometimes things are not always what they seem just because somebody looks nice. Okay, and sometimes they have nice characteristics and traits about them, but sometimes people go through their own shit, own things in their mind, and it really can fuck with them. Okay, a lot of different things went on and took place in this relationship. Um, Now, when it comes down to cheating, I'm sure he's cheated on me. Okay, I never flat out caught him cheating, but one time he did come home smelling like perfume and things like that. He came up with some whack ass excuse, so to me, I felt like he was cheating. Okay, but I never seen nothing, Texas, anything like that, from out of him. Okay, he always came home at night, things like that. It wasn't like that type of shit. We spent a lot of time together, but he also spent time with his friends as well, and I spent time with my friends as well. You see what I'm saying? Um, but definitely, I know he did um, find a way to do shit because I told you I smelled the fucking perfume on his ass. Okay, and that's gonna be a fucking problem. So I'm gonna just leave this on the snow for now, and I just wanted to, talk about my experience with Libra. Honestly, if I was not married today, okay, getting involved with a Libra, I really don't see shit like that. I did talk to another guy, also a Libra before, just kicking it and stuff like that, and I started seeing little signs, little traits, like this one right here. Okay, and he is also older, like around his age and stuff like that. So, they say, like, sometimes they say little weird shit to you. Like, yeah, that ain't nothing that can't be tamed. Like, you a damn dog. Fuck you mean? Okay, so, yeah. But yeah, just because this is not the right thing, wasn't the right thing for me, doesn't mean it's not the right thing for somebody else. Okay, because the way that we were doesn't mean that's the way he's going to be with somebody else, and it doesn't mean that's the way I'm going to be with somebody else. Me and my husband, we get into arguments, but we do not put our hands on each other. Okay, we do not curse each other out, like not in that kind of way. Okay, and a few times maybe we might, that's when you're very, very angry, or something. But putting hands on each other, no, we have not done that, and that's something that I'm actually is unacceptable in my true full-blown adulthood life, because I don't have time for it. So I'm gonna leave this on the snow for now, and you guys tell me what you think on dating, your experience on dating a Libra, being involved with a Libra, how that played out for you. But the thing for me is, it's funny that one of my exes is a Libra. One of my closest friends is a Libra. Okay, and I'm going to talk about that on the next video, so you could just see how you can be cool, okay, and still have conflict, okay? But with my friend, me and her, we don't have conflicts, but I'll touch on that on another note, okay? So this is a Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all, and I will see you in the next one.